Hey, what's going on, guys? The coding world here. Today we're going to be talking about Docker and OpenFaas and how to install it on Docker. Firstly, what is Docker? Docker is a PaaS, or platform as a service, that uses virtualization to deliver software and packages called containers. Containers are separated from one another and isolated in their own little bundle of software, libraries, and configuration files. Now, I use the word container, but some of you might have heard of virtual machines or VMs. What's the difference? A container, instead of virtualizing the underlying computer like a virtual machine, it's just the OS. Containers sit on top of a physical server and it hosts OS, typically Linux or Windows. Each container shares the host OS, kernel, and usually binaries and libraries too. Alright, so now that's what the difference is. Here's a little visualization. And these are all on Google, so you can find them. Alright, let's head to Docker. So you want to go to a website called Play with Docker. Gonna log in to Docker. I'm gonna hit start. You might have to create a new account. It's free, it's fun. And when you're here, it will load up a fun little instantation of a Docker. Now, I'm going to zoom in for y'all. I'm using a different keyboard than normal, and I don't know where the button is. That's fine. Cool, there we go. So what we're going to be doing today is loading up OpenFaas and playing around with it. So I'll be using this handy dandy GitHub repository about how to use OpenFaas with Docker, and I'll link it in the description below if you guys want to follow along with. So firstly, you want to go into Docker, into your new instance. And you want to click the little wrench, and you're going to do one manager and one worker. Cool. Now you're going to make sure you're on the manager side. You're going to come into here, and you're going to want to go whoop. You're going to copy this. Paste it back in. Hit enter. So what Docker is, this is literally just a virtualization of, forget what port, forget what it is, but it's just it's not a virtual machine, it's just the root OS. And what we just did is we uploaded the files to run OpenFaas from this GitHub repository here. And it generates a passcode, so you want to go to here. You see right here, admin password. Come here, you want to copy this. Oops. Copy. And you click up here at 8080, which is the port that the site's running on. And it defaults to admin. And you want to paste in that generated password. Don't save that shit. Alright, and then following along with this, just make sure you're doing it. We're going to be playing around with Figlet. Figlet does something fun. Deploy new function. Then you scroll down till you find the one you're looking for. Be nice if it was in alphabetical order. Figlet. It's really weird, you can't like click on it, it selects you to click on it, highlight it, and then go to deploy. We'll get there, click on Figlet. And we're going to do text. If I remember correctly. Yep, text. You want to paste anything in there. So I'm going to copy this URL here. Copy it. Sometimes Control-C, Control-V doesn't work. I don't know why. And deploying the new function, we're going to go to curl. Back down here. And if you know what curl is, you've probably used it when if you've worked on anything command line. Usually use it to call from files from like to run an instance of a small little server or something. Like if you used what's it called? Why am I blanking on it? I've used it 1,000 times. Like Node.js, usually curl Node.js, and it runs your server. Alright, so what we're doing here is curl function. We're gonna do text, we're gonna do curl d text curl dash d quotation marks gonna be do this is a fun little thing. And hey, you get the coding world and like the dash line thing. But here's the thing, you can do this on like your machine. I can't remember. I think, do I have that installed? Git bash, hey. So you can go, you won't use single quotes because you can get iffy. Hey, and there we go, see? So what this did is it reached out, found this little figlet, and came back. So like, what is this? What is OpenFaas? What is Faas? Or functions as a service. Sorry, I had a mind blank. So pretty much like these are little containers, and you can think of like Netflix or Uber or Alexa. What these are all are like ways to instantiate things so that like you don't have to have all these programs running at the same time. So you can reach out, grab this curl, what I just pulled, and like pull it to you. You could do this thousands of times a second. So like, you take a bunch of faucets, you chain them together, and it builds sophisticated services. So like, face detect with OpenCV. So let's say you got a phone, it's like, hey, what is this face? Reaches out, grabs it, comes back. Docker. So like, that's what it is. You do it. There's so many fun things you can do and develop, and the importance of OpenFaas. And Docker's a easy way to instantiate all this stuff. And then once you're done, you can just like, if you don't like the session, you can delete it. And in that repository, I'm going to upload in the space below. There's a bunch of cool, fun things you can also learn how to do with Docker. Go to labs. Got like how to install Ubuntu, Drupal, Node. That's been Docker. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope you guys learned something. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.